I thank the Leader of the Opposition and now call upon the Prime Minister to present the government's official rebuttal. During these 3-minute speech, although new evidence may be introduced, new contentions may not.
We've all found it interesting listening to the opposition and their arguments, but we still disagree with what they are saying. They are saying that absolute monarchy is an unjust, inhumane and an ineffective form of government. Yes, but it is not. In contrast, absolute monarchy is in fact a just, humane and effective form of government. They gave several examples in their rebuttals, and most of their examples were actually in the 14th century, 13th century ancient history, as you called it. But then again, somebody accused me of the government of using an example that because it was too late and the times have changed. Yes, times have changed. And if absolute monarchy is introduced in Great Britain, do you think we'll go around slaughtering everybody and putting them in graves alive, or whatever you said? I don't know where you found that evidence. But even, which means an absolute monarchy nowadays would not go through with that. Yes, I'll answer your question at the end. The other point that you were saying was that absolute monarchy is compared to dictatorship. I've repeated several times that it is absolutely, completely different from a dictatorship. It is not a dictatorship that we are trying to set up here. It is an absolute monarchy, and they are two different things. Human beings are naturally inclined to follow. We must give the people of the United Kingdom something infallible to believe in and fight for. With anything less than absolute monarchy, we begin to risk the stability and the efficiency of the government and the people.
Hear, hear.
I just want to introduce one new piece of evidence that nobody has mentioned so far, and that is in all the countries that employ absolute monarchy today and in the past, they have large armies that are powerful. They are powerful countries. I have several examples.
Point of order.
Apologize. I have several examples of this. The Armada came to Britain to fight. Britain was totally... Britain had an absolute monarchy. The Armada was the largest navy in the world, and yet Britain, under an absolute monarchy, was able to fight off the Armada and not get invaded by the Spanish. Another example is Louis XIV. His navy and his army was one of the biggest in Europe, the most powerful country in Europe. England and the United Kingdom could become the most powerful country in Europe under the rule of an absolute monarch. I just want to repeat my point that an absolute monarch is a just, humane and effective form of government. Thank you very much. And yes, your question?
Point of order. You cannot provide any new evidence.
I can provide new evidence. He said I could.
Although new evidence may be introduced, no new contentions.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. New evidence is allowed to be introduced.
I called a point of order because I couldn't hear her talking over the heckling.
They have to say something.